glad. Just pay attention, baby.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You got the initials on the cuffs there that I got the
That's
initials.
always the case. I mean, not bad. You know, I like the fact that you don't have on your typical blue blazer, that you stepped out a little bit.
Different, little gray. I like this. A little
still
sporty.
same blue tie. Still same blue tie.
Yeah, you know, the problem is I'm bad with the ties, and when I get dressed, my wife isn't up yet, so she can't get the right tie on, so I got to go conservative.
I'm very proud of you. That means you just admitted that the wife really dresses.
Jeannie Russo dresses because she's I'm not stupid. I'm not an idiot.
You know,
Yeah.
Molly.
Behind every good man.
There you go.
Great woman.
There you go.
All right, we got a lot of people joining us. I mean, I love you too, but we also have Dominique Foxworth, Kimberly A. Martin, Marcus Spears, Paul Feinbaum.
Kimberly's coming back.
Yeah, am I missing anybody?
Kimberly's coming back.
I don't think I'm missing anyone.
Jeff Saturday.
No,
No, I don't think
he's
Jeff's
out?
with us today.
You got him out of here.
I do like Jeff too, though.
He's here.
He was here yesterday.
I've had
Tuesday's
enough of
Jeff
start
Day.
this Friday for one day. I'll see him next week.
Oh my
I can
God.
only take you guys in increments, okay?
All right, let's go. I feel like we're off right now. Let's just turn this around. No, it feels a little off. Let's make it right. The Dallas Cowboys are winners of 4 straight, but this week is arguably their toughest test when they face the undefeated Eagles in Philly. The Cowboys quarterback situation up in the air as Dak Prescott still needs to be able to spin the ball, according to Jerry Jones. But that doesn't have Jerry concerned. He's feeling the good mojo. Listen for yourself.
I'm so impressed with really the way Philadelphia has evolved and gotten where they are. That is going to be a real challenge for us up there. They've got the goods. What is exciting is that I don't know when I've felt any better about going in to the Philadelphia area. It's called Mojo.
Can't wait for this one. Big one at Philly. SA, you spent 18 years there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Which team needs the win more? Is it Dallas or Philly?
It's definitely the Philadelphia Eagles. They need this win more than Dallas. I understand they're 5-0 and Dallas is 4-1, a game behind. And a loss would have them tied for first place, with Dallas obviously being in first place because they would have beaten the Eagles if that happens, which I don't believe it will. But this is the reason why the Eagles need this game more. Because Dallas is playing with a backup quarterback. And at the end of the day, when you consider how lethal and real their defense is, and because of what they've been carried to up to this point thus far, with Cooper Rush winning 4 straight games, you're essentially playing with house money. You're the Philadelphia Eagles. You have been designated as the favorites coming out of the NFC. Everybody's looking at you. We've got Jalen Hurts, although from a distance, as an MVP candidate. We're looking at A.J. Brown. We're looking at Devontae Smith. We're looking at Goddard. We're looking at their running back like Miles Sanders and others. You're looking at their offensive line, which is one of the best in football. We're looking at their front 4 in Philadelphia on the defensive side of the ball, which is nothing to sneeze at. A secondary is nothing to sneeze at. The Philadelphia Eagles have been recognized as arguably the most complete team in the National Football League. All your horses are there. All your ducks are in order. And you're going up against the Dallas Cowboys with a backup quarterback on your home turf at Lincoln Financial Field Sunday night on national television, and you can't win that game? I'm sorry. You got a game later on in the season in Dallas. You got the rest of the season to look forward to. But to me, you win this game, you validate yourself as the team to beat in the NFC. You lose this game, and we're looking at you as a team that we might have hyped a little bit too prematurely. Let's see what they do down the road. I believe the Eagles have to win this game.
Well, first off, Stephen A., is that Cooper Rush is 5-0 as a starter, and he's not Jake Fromm. So to sit there and say that he's the backup quarterback, he's almost quarterback 1A in Dallas. He's played very well, managed the game. He hasn't gone crazy, but he's played well. He's not your quarterback.
What do you mean by quarterback 1A?
Well, I mean, because you can play him and you're not going to miss that much from the first quarterback. Is he that much worse than Dak Prescott? Really? Can you get like that?
Really?
Is he that much
I
worse?
ask the questions. I don't answer them.
There we go. Good answer.
All right, that's number one.
I'll answer it. Yeah, no, listen, he is not in Dak Prescott's league.
I didn't say he's not good as Prescott. Okay. I said he's not out of his class, and they're 5-0 with him. He played very well every game he's played in. Even last week wasn't terrible, but Steve hasn't done the mathematics of it. When you sit there and say what team needs the game more, do the math.
Do the mathematics.
Come on, Steve. If Dallas loses the game, they're 2.5 out. They're 2.5 games out. If your design is to win the division, if that's what you want to do, is win the division and maybe get a bye and get a home game. If that is your design, you have to win the game this week. If Philly goes 6-0 and you go 4-2, 2.5 out, Philly's got an easy schedule We all know these. We've gone through their schedule. So from an actual mathematical standpoint, I think it's a much more significant game for Dallas because they have no margin for error if they lose. They're not winning the division. 2.5 out, third of the way through the season. It's hard to make up games in the NFL because it's not baseball where you can make up 12-game leads. It's hard. So from that standpoint, this game is more important for Dallas. Plus, I think Dallas needs – I know Philly's good. Okay? Everybody knows Philly's good. Good receivers. The quarterback's playing well. They got a big offensive line. There's not really a weakness. We all know Philly's good. I still think there is some folks out there who wonder, like my little partner over there, wonder if Dallas is that good a team. You know what? They're not going to make the playoffs. The offensive line's all banged up. Zeke Elliott's too old. Don't have another receiver. C.D. Lamb isn't great. Cooper Rush stinks. Who knows on Prescott's? We've had McCarthy. I mean, we've heard all the scenarios. So if Dallas wins the game this week, not only do they tie for first place with the Lions and Bears forthcoming, they also take a little, all of a sudden, nobody says anything about McCarthy. All of a sudden, he beats McVay, and he's Tom Landry. You know, Tom Landry.
Tom Landry.
So, no,
Tom Landry.
so all of a sudden, and McCarthy wins this game, we don't have to give him a hard time. Much bigger game for the Cowboys.
Oh, stop it. The fact that, listen, you playing a numbers game, all right, fine. That's not what I'm thinking about, okay? Forget the division crown and all of that stuff. We got about 12 games to go, okay? That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about what the expectations are building for the Philadelphia Eagles. You're going up against Cooper Rush, and let's talk about Cooper Rush for a second here. Yeah, he's 4-0, okay? He doesn't make mistakes. We give him credit for that, all right? You know what? You know what we said that about a lot of times? Jimmy Garoppolo, a.k.a. porn star Jimmy. That's what I call him, okay? That's what we talked about, all right? We understand that they win games in San Francisco when he's behind center, and we'll give him credit for that. But in the same breath, he's lost the big game, the Super Bowl. He's lost the NFC Championship game, okay? He's been relatively pedestrian in the postseason where their defense and their running game carried them, okay? We get all of that. I'm telling you, with Cooper Rush, you're completing about 61% of y'all passes. Let's not act like he's the second coming of Dan Marino, okay? No, stop it. He hasn't been great. He's been a person that has been a nice game manager. He's made a couple of good throws.
For a while, he hadn't thrown a pick. Has he thrown a pick yet? He was the only quarterback, I think, that hasn't thrown a pick yet this season.
Four touchdowns with 0 interceptions, okay? This is what we're looking at here. In 4 games, he's attempted 118 passes, okay? We understand all of that. I'm saying that doesn't even average to 30 throws a game. You're running a football with him, okay? Your defense is real, led by that second coming of LT, the one and only Micah Parsons and the crew. I'm looking at Dallas, and I'm saying I'm giving Cooper Rush credit. He's not a scrub. I'm not trying to throw shade on him. But if you are the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts playing the way that he's playing, with that offense doing the things they're capable of doing, with that defense doing the things that they're capable of doing, you are not supposed to allow the Dallas Cowboys to show up in Philadelphia on a Sunday night at Lincoln Financial Field and fold to Cooper Rush. You're supposed to handle that. And if you don't, it's an indictment against your franchise and the expectations we have for them this season. If Dallas loses, well, Philadelphia is a really, really good team. And we didn't have our fully loaded squad because Dak Prescott wasn't behind center. And it's really, really that simple, and you know it.
2.5 out, Steve. They lose.
Oh, please.
Do the math.
Come on, man. Come on. Do the math. Do the math. That's what we care about now. We
got 800 on your board.
I don't care about that. I don't care about it. I'm talking about how the team looks. I'm talking about getting ready for the playoffs.
Let's move on.
These are the things that you said.
Philly's favored by 5. Cowboys have the 4th hardest remaining schedule. Eagles 11th.
Eagles
That's the point.
You need
if
the
the Eagles win this game, the division is over. You can't allow that to happen in middle of October if you're the Cowboys.
You can't allow
That's the point. Thank you, Molly.
I want to ask you who you're picking, but I don't know if I'm allowed to ask yet.
You can't allow it to happen with Cooper Rush. Yes, you can. You get away with that. As long as Dallas ain't winning the division anyway.
I just wrapped the segment. That was the wrap when I gave those nuggets. How long have you been doing TV?
It sound like a wrap. It sound like a wrap.
He's cranky today.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you
are. I'm in a very, very good mood. I'm in a very, very good mood.
I don't expect that on a Wednesday morning.
I'm not cranky.
Get a good night's sleep last night?
Yes, I did. My Yankees won. You see my Yankees win? You see my Yankees win? I was very happy.
You should be in a good mood.
That's right.
That was a wrap. Oh, my goodness. We have another incredible game Sunday. We're going to get to all this stuff. Relax. When Patrick Mahomes and the 4-1 Chiefs